Okay, I lost my mic for a minute. So, hi with LJN. Yesterday, Pakistan had good news in some way that a global leader of pornography, child pornography, was caught in Pakistan. This man was working very closely with children in a provincial project, Khyber Pakhtunkhwa. This person is a habitual sex offender. He was he came from Britain and then Italy, and he was charged for the same crimes, and then he came to Pakistan. He was convicted in Britain and Italy, so he comes to Pakistan and he gets a job. Now, in this instance, we usually would blame Pakistan for everything. We blame everything for this country. But this time I'm not going to blame Pakistan, fortunately, because Pakistan is still struggling through a lot of issues, and we're still trying to evolve, and we have a lot of loopholes in various things. But when countries like Britain and Italy allow such monsters to come out into society again, that's a bit scary for me, because Britain I know for sure, is working seriously against sex offenders, especially that prey on children. Child pornographers are not dealt kindly there. So it's amazing that this man was allowed to leave the country, he was allowed to get in contact with children and young men. But this is weird, because I I thought laws were a bit more stronger in England and Britain and Italy. Now that he's in Pakistan, he seems very happy and very calm when you watch his video after his arrest. He's calmly telling you the whole story about his victims and how he is interested in boys and how he went about his so-called fetish, I would call, I don't know. But this guy was allowed to come back into society. He is allowed to prey on these people. Pakistan already has a lot of issues. We had Kasoor. We're still grappling with that. We haven't even been able to evolve or make anything that could protect our children more properly. And the laws that we have are probably not enforced in the way they should be. And now we have this international sex offender who's amongst us and who's already preyed on a lot of people. Dark web is another issue, which such people have a whole, they have a new horizon where they can sell their wares, so-called. So this has to be an international effort, and people like him should be made an example. I know there are going to be a lot of cries about human rights and so forth, but such people don't deserve, I don't think they deserve mercy. They are preying on the weakest of our society, the children, and they should be, to put it lightly, taught a lesson. What can we do? We need to be more vigilant. We need to screen the people we're hiring who are going to be near children, who are going to be teaching them. Teachers need to be screened. Medical staff need to be screened. NGOs which have projects dealing with children, they hire somebody. They need to screen that person again and again. It doesn't matter if he's come from abroad. He may have slipped the system. He may have slipped the radar of the people who are looking into these sex offenses. Anybody who is in contact with children should be screened, and this is not being paranoid. This is a necessity that we need to look into. This person needed to be screened several times, and I think this should be done every 6 months if a person is working with children. So we can, make efforts, concerted efforts to ensure that children are not exposed to such people and don't make them vulnerable more than they should be. So I hope we are thinking of something like this. So let's hope so.